Welcome to the Virginia Values Veterans Program. I'm Andy Schwartz with the Virginia Department of Veteran Services. We're joined now by Mr. Jack McCarthy, Senior Recruiter at CarMax. Mr. McCarthy has been instrumental in CarMax obtaining from the Commonwealth of Virginia the official V3 certification. Jack, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Andy.
First of all, tell us a little bit about CarMax and its employment opportunities for veterans.
Yeah, so CarMax is the nation's largest retailer of used cars, and our hometown is right here in Richmond, Virginia. We have more than 150 stores across the country, and we're continuing to grow. We've been on the Fortune 100 Best Companies to Work For list for 12 years in a row. We're very proud of that. We also proudly hire veterans from our nation's military, all branches of the military. And when you think about military service and CarMax, there really are some great parallels and alignment with the values, specifically around integrity. And lastly, I would add that we have a specific recruiting strategy for veterans that we are in the midst of really putting forth right now to attract and hire veterans, both here in the Commonwealth as well as across the country.
Fantastic. Now, when people hear about CarMax, one of the first things they think of, obviously, is that front-end sales aspect of the car salesman providing this great service to people who want to buy cars. However, there's many more jobs within CarMax, right?
You're exactly right.
Well, tell us a little bit more about some of the other opportunities that might be available besides that front-end aspect.
Absolutely. So when you think about CarMax, we're a Fortune 500 company. We have more than 150 stores nationwide and 22,000 associates that we're supporting. So think about two things. You think about our stores as well as our home office. Our home office has more than 1,000 associates here in Richmond. So their primary role is to support those 150 plus stores. And then you think about the positions that are at the home office, and those are going to be in HR, they're going to be in legal, they're going to be in IT, so a whole range of opportunities. Then you think about our stores and you think about our business model. So we buy vehicles and we recondition them to the CarMax quality standards, high level of standards at that. So we have mechanics and technicians. Those are great roles for those coming out of the service that have technical and mechanical backgrounds. You think about leadership roles in logistics as well as in managing people. So those are operations manager positions. Then you think about buying the vehicles. So you go to the auctions as well as appraised vehicles that customers bring in. So those are three specific positions that are fantastic for veterans that are looking to transition into the civilian workforce.
Awesome. Now, as you've been engaged with the veteran population, how, in your experience, have they been an asset to CarMax?
Yeah, the veterans have been a tremendous asset to CarMax. I really think about three things when I think about that. The first of which is our core values, and we talked about integrity being first and foremost. We were founded on core value of integrity, and we've really revolutionized the car industry as a result of focusing on that integrity piece. Secondly, I would say adaptability. So in the service, of course, you're moving around quite a bit. There's a lot of change, so they're used to that. And in the business environment, there's constant change. There's competitors, there's business evolution, trying to stay ahead of those competitors, but also continue to change for the sake of building a better company. And lastly, I would say that leadership is something that comes out of the military, the veterans. That experience adds tremendous value to CarMax.
Now, if veterans are watching, what advice would you give them to make themselves competitive for working at CarMax?
Yeah, first and foremost, I would say go to jobs.carmax.com. There's a specific page around interview preparation, so that'll help them to understand the process for interviewing at CarMax and really do your research and understand who we are, how we work, how we operate, so that they can better connect with whomever they're talking to, whether it's a recruiter or a hiring manager.
Jack, thank you so much for joining us and for everything that CarMax is doing to increase employment opportunities for veterans. And thank you for watching the Virginia Values Veterans Program. To learn more about employment opportunities for veterans at companies like CarMax, go to www.dvsv3.com.